Hello and welcome to another MCO update on Doge. We take a look here at the Doge chart on the 1 hour time frame, and the market has now dipped into this support zone, micro support I called it in the last video, and the expectations were for the price to test it here at some point. We're now dipping into this region. I think it just happened shortly after the last video update. And the micro support zone is between 17 cents and 17.77. And this is an area where, the market could react and start the next wave up, the so-called C wave in wave 5 of 1. We have a potential 3-wave move up. I mean, it's not yet 5 waves anyway. I've got a wave 1, I've got a wave 2, and I call that A, B, C in wave 3. Was a bit short, but acceptable, just below the 138% extension at 19.6 cents, which means that if this was the 3rd wave, then we could have seen already the 4th. It was a 3-wave move down, and we could now be working on the 5th wave up, and it should reach 1 to 2 Fibonacci levels higher than the 3rd wave ended. So let's assume the 3rd was nearly at the 138% extension, so the 5th should get to the 161.8 extension at 20.6 cents, or even the 178.6 extension at 21.3 cents. These are the next moves up. Currently, as I said, in micro support for a potential B-wave pullback, and I'm just watching for reaction. I mean, today, Saturday at least, you don't normally expect much movement. There was a bit of selling pressure, but the pullbacks across the sector, at the moment at least, they look largely, let's call them corrective, which means we are dealing with 3-wave pullbacks in a potentially overall uptrend. But really what we need to see is a 5-wave move up. That would really be a confirmation that a substantial low likely formed on the 7th of April. That means I need one more high. That's everything. It's just one more high would be the minimum expectation for a 5-wave move up. Of course, further upside extensions can happen. And I don't call these blue. They're just the next levels to watch. Okay, I'm talking about ideal targets. They are not maximum levels. Last time, recently someone asked me, do you not account for further upside extensions? I mean, of course I do, right? That's why we track support. We track the next upside levels to watch. Ideal targets, you can call them checkpoints. And then we just move support up with the price. As long as the trend is forming higher highs and higher lows, there's no reason to get bearish or expect a pullback, right? So while this here is a pullback at the moment, it really is above all support levels, and we might have already started the 5th wave up. And because this is a diagonal pattern, which consists of 5 waves, but it's a diagonal pattern, the 5th wave would be an ABC structure, because diagonals consist of corrective subwave structures. So zooming in a little bit, and you can see here, a so-called corrective pullback. It's clearly only 3 waves down. We don't have 5 down, and we're still holding above support. So A, B, C. This is what I'm watching, and ideally in the next, 24 hours or so, we would see a reaction. Can happen towards the end of the weekly candle close, especially when some volatility is coming into the market. We will see. What would happen if we break below 17 cents? I might have to, bear in mind, if it's a decisive break, it likely means the 4th wave is still unfolding. That would be okay in a diagonal. For now, though, because the pullback was in 3 waves, ended here on Wednesday, in support at the time as well, and the move up was quite aggressive, the thesis would be that the 5th wave has started. And B wave, sometimes they form double bottoms. That would be weak. Ideally, I would prefer it turns around here. Again, if it doesn't, it increases the potential that a larger degree 4th wave is still unfolding. So at least you know now which levels to watch out for. Please note that any break now above 18.5 cents would be an indication that the next move to the upside has actually started. That's the update about Doge. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.